Alright everyone, hello, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Secret Wars Captain America and Titania and Beyonder and Spider-Man. And since this is not a Build-A-Figure wave, I didn't have to get that not so great looking Wolverine. And anyone that's watched this, any of my past reviews will know I actually already did the Secret Wars Iron Man because he was the first in stock on Big Bad Toy Store. These guys came in last month in stock, and then Beyonder came in like a week ago, and I just waited to ship them all out because I also ordered the Mezco Ninja Turtles, and I wanted to just get it all shipped at the same time, but I didn't have money to cover. Well, I did have the money, but I decided, you know, I'd wait for everything to ship for my birthday and all that, and stuff didn't work out, blah, blah, blah. You guys don't care about that. You just care about the figures. So, yeah, let's get these guys open, and we'll take a look at them from probably my most anticipated to my least anticipated. So, probably for most anticipated, it was Iron Man, and then probably Cap, because I wanted pinless versions of these guys. So, let's just get these guys open. And for these, you don't really need a knife. You just open down here. You just... Oh, you've ruined the packaging. Oh, no. Sorry, I don't keep my figures carded. Except for the Stanley one, actually. That's the only one. So, yeah, let's take out some... See, it looks like take out these accessories. Got the shield, the broken up Ninja Star shield. Wars 40 logo, and then the holographic shield, and then you got the myriad of hands, and I will not be doing this with every figure. I just figured I'd do it with Cap, and I would recommend taking him out by the feet. And since he's not a caped character, you don't need to worry about anything like that. And there we go. And since we got him out, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording and then get the rest of these guys out. So I'll be right back with that. Okay, and here we are. We're back at it again. Now we're gonna start with the one, like I said, I was most anticipating, honestly. Let's try to get that camera a little bit more steadied up. Okay. And that is Captain America, Steve Rogers. Now, I have the 20th anniversary cap, and these are basically the same exact figure. I got this guy in a figure stand, so we'll take him off. Except for there's pinless joints, and then the paint deco is different. Like as you can see with this guy, the abs go red, white, red, and these go white, red, white, which I think I prefer the red in the middle, but I don't mind the white either. I honestly like both. And this one has shading like in those recesses. This one, this one doesn't, sadly. And then, I mean, that's really the only differences. I mean, the heads are different, but besides that, it's just like they're a redo, but in lighter colors, which I like. I like the lighter blue, and yeah, so I do wish he came with a stern face as well, but in this blue color, because they're different blues, so the head swaps aren't going to exactly work unless you paint them or, you know, do something with them, like lighting or something, which I might try to do. We'll see. And then, yeah, so, and then this one doesn't have the straps on from the other one, which is cool, because as you see, I took the straps off mine anyway. I put them on my US Agent, so yeah. And then the articulation's exactly the same. You know, you can go forward that far, go back that far, move around. Yeah. You need all this. You got your upper bicep swivel. You got double jointed. Pinless. Pinless is the big thing. My other cap can get a little gummy. That's why he's on a stand. It's kind of hard to make him stand on my uneven, like, stands, like shelving that I use to display my figures. They're not real shelves or anything. I just have them on, like, tables and stuff right now. But, yeah. So that's why he's on a stand. But I think this guy's going to stand much better. And then you got, you got your upper thigh swivel. You can kick out. Pretty good kick out. And then, you got double jointed pinless knees. You got the boot swivel. And then you can hinge back, hinge forward, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, anyone that owns the 20th anniversary Toy Biz version would know that. Yeah, so I do have the unmasked head from that, but I don't know where it is. I think it's on my Icarus, maybe? It's either in a bin or it's on Icarus, because I kind of wanted Icarus with his short-haired look, but I also like him with long-haired look. I flip-flop back and forth on that. So that will fit on here, I'm sure. I mean, we'll check, because this would work. If this works on the mask, the head mask would work too. So unmasked head. Let me just put some behind the camera strength up in this bitch. Okay, it actually didn't take that much to pop on. So yeah, this head works. Honestly, the mask, if you wanted to repaint it, I would. But this could work in certain angles and stuff, lighting and stuff. This, however, if you preferred the other one, but you wanted smiling head or angry head on this one, it could work too. You just, it just comes down to you need purple. You need to paint them. I don't know why I said purple. I mean, you'd probably use a little purple in this blue, but. So yeah, we're going to pop those off. And yeah, I think overall, this is a better figure. Just based on the accessories alone, it's probably a better figure. And the pinless. I am not I'm fine with pin figures, but the ones that are gummy, I want to upgrade to pinless. The ones that aren't gummy on my shelves, I don't mind those. I don't mind not switching those. Like Wolverines, none of mine are gummy, even though they're all pinned for the most part. I think they're all pinned except for the Sabretooth 2-pack Wolverine. His arms aren't pinned. But, yeah, so there's that. And then he comes with basically like the same accessories that the original one did. Comes with a pointer finger, a smacking or saluting hand. I use it for smacking sometimes. And then he comes with grip hands, which I was going to say he comes with nothing to grip, but he comes with little pieces of his shield, I guess, that you can have him hold on to. I'm never going to use those with this guy. These will probably just go to like my red hand bin, because I have a hand bin. Since the original Deadpool didn't come with hands, I use them on him, use them on my Daredevil, Magneto. And then he comes with this dope shield, which I really do like. I think it's a little bit smaller than the original that this cap came with. Yeah, it's smaller, but I do like it. The effect is cool. And then he comes with these, and the broken off pieces. And this is directly translated from the comics. And I like that about it. You can, like, kind of fix it if you really want to. You gotta get that like that, I think. That in there. It's not gonna come with every piece. But this always reminds me of the tweet of someone asking who would win in a fight, Captain America or Luke Skywalker, and then Luke Skywalker says he would cut Captain America's shield into a million little pieces, and then Chris Evans says he said, yeah, that just gives me vibranium ninja stars or something like that. So that always makes me laugh. But this is cool and all. It's the hinge and clip system. You just throw it on the figure. And you know what would put this figure above and beyond would be giving him a normal shield. I think I would have rather taken maybe the hands, the extra hands, and I would have rather had that go to a normal shield with no peg holes, no brokenness. But, this is a cool effect to have, so I'm glad to have it. I just wish it also came with a, normal shield. And then you have the angry head sculpt and the happy head sculpt, which I love. I really, really love this. This is the one I will use probably the most because I like having a happy cap. But this will be used in, like, punching Iron Man for being a dick or whatever. So, yeah, we'll put him in the back. Oh, yeah, and how could I forget? He has the shield. He has the lenticular shield. I keep calling it holographic, but it's lenticular. And you can see he turns from Cap to Steve to Cap. It's kind of hard to pick up on camera, but it does work. And then you have the replacement. I have the Tony one somewhere. I think it's in one of my, like, miscellaneous items bins. But these are probably all going to, I'm going to figure out a way to hang these up because I wasn't born in the 80s and that era of comics or anything. But I have a lot of nostalgia for that because that's what I read the most of. I mean, I read a lot of classic comics, and especially as a kid I did. I read a lot of early 2000s comics and 90s comics too, but, you know. And then for my next, it was kind of a toss-up between Spider-Man and Titania. But I think I'm going to have to go Spider-Man with this just because I'm a Spider-Man guy. And The Amazing Fantasy 15 is my favorite Marvel Legends book. And it might be my favorite Spider-Man, you know, book in general. Even over the Mayfix. You know, maybe not. Okay, it doesn't be Amazing Yamaguchi. But, you know, it does beat Mayfix for me just because it's more sturdy. And I feel like you can get the same, you know, the same scheme out of it. But, yeah. So, this is just the Amazing Fantasy 15 book. You can do everything that can do. You know, mine doesn't really have as good of butterfly joints as them. Yeah, I guess that's fine. And then they painted it. Mine actually makes it all the way, which is nice. You got the, you know, the ball joint up top. You got the hinge down below. You can get Spider-Man poses out of this guy. And yeah, I love it. And I'm also a black suit guy. I like the black suit. It's not my favorite Spidey suit, but I do like it. I think it's great. And I hope one day Hasbro gives us the original black suit design. You might be thinking, this is the original. The first appearance was Secret Wars. I mean the prototype design that a fan designed. I forget his name right now. That's on me. But a fan designed it and sent it in. He sold it to Marvel for what, like $200 or something like that. And then it became like Spider-Man's most popular costume outside of the original red and blue. Sorry about that bang. I threw that. But yeah. And as you notice, the hands have the triangle designs because that's how it was. And that's how you know this is Secret Wars Spidey, which I like. That'll differentiate him on a shelf if you do a Spider-Verse display or like an through the eras like type display, which I really like that. And then for accessories, he comes with, this is his best one, like these angry eyes, which I like. This is more modern, I feel like, modern Spider-Man. But these will be used. These will be used. And as a matter of fact, these might be used on the Mayfix. So, we'll see that in comparisons. And then he comes with, you know, your standard. He comes with 2 wall crawling and 2 gripping hands. Or, whipping. Not gripping, sorry. I wish he came with gripping hands. The original Amazing Fantasy 15 Buck did. And, yeah, it would be nicer. It's better to put him in web swinging poses with that. And then, yeah, as for the legs, you get all of it. You get everything that you want, really, for Spider-Man. It's not the best figure ever. It's not the best buck ever. It's not the most articulated figure in the world. But for Marvel Legends, I feel like it's pretty good. And then Titania was definitely next for me. I mean, oh yeah, sorry. Spider-Man also comes with the lenticular shield. Goes from Pete to Black Suit Spidey to Pete, Black Suit Spidey, Pete. I hope that they give us a red and blue from this era, like single carded, so I don't have to go back and find the animated red and blue suit that was on the Amazing 15 body. That's just a dream. It might be a pipe dream, but yeah. And then we have Titania. So I got She-Hulk. Well, I got her specifically to go to with She-Hulk. And yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest, like, most amazing, like, Titania fan in the world. But it's a new character for the shelf. I like Titania a decent amount. And she's got a cool costume. And the only reason she was lower than Peter for me is because Marvel Legends doesn't have the best track record for female, you know, bodies. They have been killing it lately. But sometimes they go back to that old body. And I just didn't know if this was going to be like that. I didn't have the Power Princess, which it was so stupid for me not to pick her up. Because I want to complete that team. And now she's like, what, $100 on the aftermarket? Just ridiculous shit that people do these days. But yeah, but this figure, yeah, I thought once we got She-Hulk, and then I knew, oh yeah, we're in good hands. They can do pretty muscular, you know, powerful women pretty well. So the head's not going to get the most movement because of the long hair, but you can do enough, you know, for this character. She can look down, so that's good. And then the arms can go up to there. You got upper bicep swivel. You got double jointed pinless elbows. You got the hinge at the hand. They all have hinges at the hand, and everyone would know that collects Marvel Legends. You can crunch in that far. You can crunch back that far. So I guess you can make her look a little curvier if you wanted to, because I feel like it's not enough crunch to really do a lot of action poses, but it's enough to like change the look up. You can make her tilt and stuff. Got the leg can go out farther than Spider-Man's, which is crazy. I think she's the best of the wave so far. And then you got the thigh swivel, which is hidden below the boot. And you got the double jointed boot. You're not going to kick her in her booty cheeks or anything like that. You can hinge the foot back that far. That was my finger popping, not the figure. You can hinge forward that far. And then you got forward-facing pin for rocker. So yeah, she looks great. And I like the painting on there to make her outfit more revealing like it was in the comics. And I know the controversy is this should be flesh toned. I stand under the assumption that I like this the way it is. You can take away the paint that's right here. I think people have been doing. You just get some paint remover or whatever. You can just rub that right off. But I'm not gonna do that because I like this look. And honestly, I would kind of like an alternate look where this was pink too, and maybe she had pink gloves on or something. I kind of like that. I don't need all my superheroes showing as much skin as possible. Yes, to preserve accuracy, I do agree that should be flesh colored. But I'm not buying these because they're Secret Wars figures. I'm buying them because they're going to go on the shelf and be that representation of the character. I get it if you're doing a purely accurate Secret Wars comic book display and you want it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to knock that, but for me, I like the way this looks. And don't worry, we'll get into size comparisons at the end. And then last was, the Beyonder. So, for accessories, I'm sorry, Titania comes with her lenticular shield, which was square. They did square for the original, for the bad guys, and circular for the good guys. And then just her mask on and off. And then she comes with gripping hands, like grabbing. They look a little small for Titania, but I guess that works. Okay, sorry. And Beyonder, the whole reason this line exists, like he started Secret Wars. I was he's my least wanted, well, aside from Wolverine, because I didn't even get Wolverine. But, because I was like, this isn't my favorite look for Beyonder. This action figure is going to be boring. It's just a dude in a white suit. I'm not doing a Secret Wars display, so I don't know if I necessarily need that villain. But it came down to the fact that, yes, I do need this villain. I want him to go with my Dormammu, my Kang, my Thanos, my Ultron, Doom, Magneto, all the big hitters that I plan on picking up. I don't have them yet, but I do plan on picking all the versions of all those characters up. And I want him up there with them. I mean, I want this. So yeah, I ended up picking him up. I don't know if I was necessarily wrong about him being kind of a boring figure, because he's just a dude in a white suit, and for me, he's just going to stand there on the shelf. This guy is not going to be put in, like, action poses or anything like that. He's probably going to be front and center. One of the most powerful Marvel villains. I mean, yeah, he's cool. I thought he was going to be complete reuse of the Dormammu Red Skull Buck, but from what I can tell, he's not any reuse at all. Maybe the boots are reuse. Yeah, the boots seem to be a little reuse. I don't know, but the wrinkles are small, so maybe not. I think this might be a completely new Buck. Because I know the torso is because he has a ball joint down below instead of the hinge and swivel. And yeah, so he gets good movement out of that. Not the most, but like I said, for a character like this, I'm okay with that. And then at the top of the head, yes, he has a dumbbell. So that's how I know. This body has a hinge. So that's at least new. So yeah, he has a dumbbell at the top of the head. You can get good movement out of that. I mean, for a character like this, I'm fine with that. Go out to there. Upper bicep swivel. Pinless double jointed elbows. You can kick out that far. Kick to the side, that better. I think that's the best in the wave. If it's not, it's the contender. It's better than Titania's. It's better than Cap's. Well, let's check Iron Man since I have him out. Yeah, it's way better than Iron Man's. Best in the wave for a character that doesn't need it. You got upper thigh swivel. And you got double jointed knees, and this one seems a little loose at the top. At the bottom, it's a little tight. And then you have forward-facing pin for rocker. You got hinge that far back, hinge that far forward. And then for accessories, the Beyonder comes with, well, let's get him in a good pose. Ugh, he doesn't want to stand. That might be an issue with this guy. He might not want to stand very well, but I think he will, because he's on I might have a mouse pad, because in my old videos, You can see this hole there, and it's ugly, so I changed it. He comes with 2 grasping hands, and that's for his next accessory, but we'll pull these guys out. Yep, get these in there. Sorry for the wait, my darlings. Sorry about that. Okay, and then he comes with Battle World, a small little scale replica of Battle World, which he'll be holding this on the shelf. There's no way he won't be. This is just too cool of an accessory. And honestly, I feel like if you wanted to put this with Galactus to make him look even bigger, you could do that. That would be really cool. Or you could honestly probably just use this as a fireball if you really got the right angles, didn't get the green in the shot, whatever. You know, you could probably use this as something that Johnny Storm could just be shooting out or something like that. But he's going to be holding it like this on my shelf. And then he comes with his own lenticular shield, which is interesting. They chose to give him square, so Marvel Legends is saying, like, outright, Beyonder is a bad guy. Because in the original series, it wasn't really, you know, you didn't really know. He was just like an entity. See, but this is something, this is the form I kind of want more. The disco ball form. That's the form I would have preferred. Or at least an alternate head for it or something. But yeah, so for the Beyonder, that's everything. And then we'll get into size comparisons. So first off, we'll get all of them together. We have the whole line together. The Cap in the middle, because he's the most badass of them all. He's the GOAT. Captain America's the GOAT. And then we have Titania. Let's get her right there on the side. And then we'll put Iron Man in there just because I have him. Once again, I don't have Wolverine, but I will do some Wolverine comparisons just to get them together. And these are good sizes. Spider-Man's the smallest. Titania's the biggest. Cap and Iron Man are about the same. And the Beyonder's just a normal size dude. So yeah, first we're going to do the 20th anniversary Iron Man and Captain America, just to see what they all look like. And yeah, they look good. Next we're going to do, obviously, we're going to put She-Hulk in there. We'll just, actually, I want to do this. The air try to get her closer to Titania. And then I just want to do Dormammu because I thought he was going to be reuse of Dormammu for the Beyonder, but he's not. And yeah, that looks great. And then next up, for the black suit comparisons, we have the retro-carded, animated, cel-shaded Spider-Man. So, we'll do that. I guess what we can do is we'll do the characters we want to compare them to. So, since we got all them compared in, we'll go Spidey, and Shocker. Spidey, this is the Mafex black suit. This is the official version, not the off-brand, like CT Toys. I think CT Toys did one, or they're doing one. And yeah, this is everyone's favorite black suit of Spidey, probably. This is my new favorite. This is technically better, but my leg broke on me, so it gets a little bit less movement. Not that much, but just a little bit. And Mafex, I don't really like posing Mafex around. They scare the shit out of me. This was my version, but this version will probably get... This version goes on Spider-Verse. This version will get relegated to my Midnight Suns, that type of display, Defenders, Underground Heroes, you know, ground level, street level heroes. And this version will probably be my posing version. And then I don't have the retro-carded, well, is it the Black Suit Spidey, the pin one with pins in it. But I do have the Ben Reilly Sensational Spider-Man, which is my favorite Spider-Man suit and my favorite Spider-Man. And this is the body that I used. So you can see they all look pretty good together. So next, we're going to get rid of the Spider-Man. And then I think, actually, what we're going to do is we're going to bring in Cap. We're going to bring in Titania. And then I think we're going to bring in a couple Wolverines to compare them to. So we'll see what they looks like next to the biggest and the smallest. Well, the two biggest characters. And this would be the smallest. And then I have this. And then this is what he would look like next down to like a crouched Wolverine. So if you want that. I didn't want to take this guy out of a pose because I like the pose he's in. And this is the Hot Claws Wolverine. I think he's fairly reasonably priced on the aftermarket or whatever. And this is a really old figure. I don't even have the claws for this anymore because this was before I was really collecting. My aunt got it for my birthday. And then, since I didn't do it just one-on-one. This is what Titania and She-Hulk look like next to each other. Good. She's just a little bit shorter than She-Hulk, and I like that. So yeah, that is the wave, everyone. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. The next video will probably be... I think I want to just tackle all the Marvel Legends first. So I think I'll save the best for last. The SH Figure Arts Ace that I picked up, and then the Mezco Team and T that I picked up will be the last, I think. So stay tuned for that, and thank you all for watching. Bye.